again. Welcome back. FiberFloozieCrafts. How are you guys? I got my coffee. We're in the California cup today. I think I've got beach hair. I didn't put anything in it today. This is my third cup of coffee today, and it's all right. I also have my water bottle and my counter and my projects. A little bit of a Hobby Lobby haul. It's not much. Not impressed. Let's see what else. So I want to talk about my projects and I want to get you caught up on that. And then I will let you know what else is going on. We'll have a little chatting time and we'll go from there. Okay. All right, everyone. I hope that you will stay with me. I'm going to move you around the room and show you a few things. And I'll talk more about them when you come back. Okay. So this is my new lamp. I had told y'all I was getting a new one. Got all my projects and stuff down there. We'll talk about that in a minute, but this is what I just finished. This is the mandala throw using Bago Day shimmering hues that I just finished. I have not measured it. We'll talk about it in a minute too. And then this back here, this is the dragon tail scarf. I did wash it and it did not block out a whole ton, but it turned out so nice. So there is that. Now over here in my cubbies, this is the book that I've been working out of, the 52 weeks. And then this is the knit version of the scarf that I'm doing. And I have not worked on that. And then this is the knit blanket that we're doing on Friday night. This is the shift knit blanket shawl, but I have not really started it. Then we have this here. I'm trying to decide which one of these I'm going to do, these baby Afghans. I had pulled all of this yarn previously, and right now I have it stacked in here, and I have a bag in here that when I get started on it, that's what I will use. So that's a future project. This is the, I don't know what's in here. To be honest, I don't know what's in this one. This is the yarn I picked for Mr. Fiber socks that I'm going to do when I finish the other socks. This is the crystal yarn. I'm still trying to decide on a project for it. The Woo Bowls. And then this is hat material. And we'll talk about that too. That was the leftovers from the dragon tail scarf. So I am going to be using this and what was left of my Jill colorway, and I'm going to make a hat. That's why I had put that in here. That's the one that my mandala was in. All right. So I have tried this on as a shawl, and I do like it. If I take it and put it in half, it works great as a shawl. And I can adjust it by sliding the top layer down farther on my back and situating it. I was trying to make it where I could put my arms. And you know, if I had done this just a tiny bit differently on this mandala, where I separated right here, like take this piece out to where it would be one large hole here on either side. I could put my arms through it. But I'm happy with it. I really like it. This yarn, you guys, so this is my first finish. And this yarn is Bag O' Day Tonal Hues. And you know, I left that bag over there. All right, so this is the bag I was using because I could put all four, because I used 4 colors, and I could put all 4 of them in here, you know, set them down and work from them. I thought I was going to have to put something around them because when they get smaller, they started to kind of go in on themselves. But all I had to do was carefully take them out of their wrappers and place them back in here, and they were fine. I had almost no yarn barf whatsoever. And I had, of the 4 cakes that I had, I think there were 3 knots in all 4 cakes. So this is the yarn. It is the Bag O' Day Tonal Hues, but it's not the tonal hues, it's the shimmering hues. The shimmering hues. Now I got to try to remember these colors for you. This is a 99% anti-pilling acrylic, a 1% stellina. They're 150 grams and 5.3 ounces. You get 280 yards and 256 meters. Let me see. Okay. The green I'm going to turn them around where I could see all of the colors so I can remember which one was which. Liquid mercury, yes, that's right. The green is the liquid mercury. And I'm showing you how the color changed. So see how they started out with all the different tones in them? All of them did this. They all started out with these different tones, and then they went to, well, not all of them. I take that back because this one went lighter and then back to a yellow. They're all tones of a yellow, but this one, I love how this one went to this very dark green, and that's the liquid mercury. And then the yellow is the Live at Wembley. And it went back and forth from lighter to darker. And part of it went out to this real pale buttery color. And then the Burning Through the Sky and Mr. Fahrenheit are both in the same kind of tones, but Burning Through the Sky has more red, and Mr. Fahrenheit, no, that's not right. Mr. Fahrenheit has more red, and the Burning Through the Sky has more of the like brownish. See, that's Mr. Fahrenheit, and this is Burning Through the Sky. But it's going to be hard for you to tell what's what. This is Mr. Fahrenheit. This is Burning Through the Sky. This is Burning Through the Sky. You see the tone? This is Mr. Fahrenheit. and it went really dark out here, and I just love it. These are very rich colors. It's absolutely wonderful to work with. Now, you can get these at Mary Maxim. And this is the most I have worked with her line of yarn. This is the most I've worked. I worked with it a little bit on something else, but this is the most I've done with it. And I love this yarn. And I did not on purpose pick what I think are crystal colors, but it turned out to be that. Anyway, it's wonderful. I very much like it. My my red, white, and blue blanket that I normally have on the back of my chair is down here on the floor because we had storms a week or so ago, and whenever we have storms, Serbs goes behind my chair, and it was too heavy for the triple digit 110 to 115 that we had this week. Yeah, too hot. Too hot. Now, what do I have left? You're probably wondering. This is all that I have left. I have a little tiny bit of that green, a little bit of the gold, a little bit of that one, and a little bit of that one. And I'm going to put these, excuse me, together, and I'm going to do a hat with what's left of these. And the pattern, was from this book, Mandala Style Throws to Crochet. So everything in here is a crochet pattern. And it was this one that I did. Now, I know that I did not, obviously, I did not follow the colors, but I also did not follow all of the stitches exactly. And I did not get all the way through all of the stitches because I ran out of enough yarn to do all the way out. And it was supposed to be $52 inches in diameter, and it's not, but that's okay. I like it. I really like it. You can see a little better here that I'm a little closer. See, with the background that they have on that. See, it's a little closer. So yeah, now I have picked the one I want to do next from this, and that's the squared up. That's the one I want to do next. And I may do it in the new tonal hues. I don't know if I might do it in the solids. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But that's the one I want to do next. That is on hold for the moment because, well, mostly because my grandsons are coming. So that's what I wanted to tell you guys was that 3 sleeps till the grandkids are here. Okay. I did work a little bit, and I'm gonna have to move this from this bag because this is not big enough. This bag is just not big enough for this project. But I worked and did a little bit more on my crochet version of the scarf using the bits. It looks good in the camera. Look how that turned out. It's showing up, those colors showing up really nice. I've put in most of my tails. I have to do this little blue one here I need to put in. There's the back side. That's turning out pretty good, isn't it? It's drawing in a little bit and I don't know why. So now I'm going to have to put markers on the ends to make sure that I hit these corners, because I don't think I had enough stitches for this whole thing. But I think it will be okay. I think that it will. It's going to look fine. I'm not worried about it. But I don't want it to get too skinny. So I'll go ahead and mark these edges. On a straight piece, I have the hardest time keeping my edges straight if I don't do this. So that's that. Now, for both projects, the knit version and the crochet version, I showed you I was using that 52 weeks of scraps, and it's the picture on the front. I have this much left of my one I had rolled up, and this is the tweed that Mr. Fiber took a sweater apart. I have another one rolled up ready to go. He took a sweater apart, and I have another a larger ball like this, and then I'm using this one for both projects, and I'm just pulling some off of the white and I'm pulling some off of this and just doing both of them consecutively. And then I'm pulling little bits out of my jars that I have over there. So yeah, that's how that one's looking. And this is the strawberry shortcake bag from Laura at Knit for Brains, but this bag is just not, it's not big enough for this project, or I need to pull some off of that cake again, and maybe I need to cake some of the white and cakes and do some smaller cakes of that yarn. That one, I don't know if I said that. This is the Honeybee Knits, and it's called Victorian Queen Bee. She doesn't dye yarn anymore. So there's that one. And then I've been working on, I have this on the floor with my yarn cake. This is just the one you get from Amazon. This was a recommendation from, I love it when she does the reviews. It's Krista at The Secret Yarnery, and she does reviews on things. So she did these. She has a whole review on these, and they're wonderful. It's a great review. And I will tell you, if you buy one of these, um, she recommended you could put an extra magnet on there. I found out I didn't like that. I don't like the way that it swings with the extra one on it. It tends to hit down here at the bottom. So I don't like that. I just like it how it is. My thing is, I bought 2 extras of these so I could put other colors and switch back and forth. The ones I bought were too tall for this. So Mr. Fiber is going to have to take the bottom off and cut about an inch right here and make it just a bit shorter, because the ones I bought don't fit between. So be careful that you get the correct size when you order the extra bobbins. I don't even know if I have a name for this. Does it have a name on it? No. There's a whole bunch of them. But anyway, I would watch Krista's review of them. This is my socks in my double Dutch bag from Laura at Knit for Brains. And here is my second sock. I don't have second sock syndrome. I am working it. And I'm getting there. I am getting there. I have a needle keeper. And this is where I'm at. I've done the top, the heel, all of that. I'm all the way down here working this foot. I'm working that foot. And I was looking at it going, man, this thing is big, right? Look how big that is. Do I have a big foot? Yes. But actually, that's laying flat. If you take it and you turn it the other way, so now my heel is at the back where it's going to be, it's really not as wide as it looks when you do it like that. But this way, it's like, good Lord. But yeah, I have a wide foot, so it's going to be perfect for me. And actually, it's perfect for Mr. Fiber because he tried this one on. This is the first completed one. He tried it on and it fits him and it fits me. So we can wear the same size socks. So I don't need a different formula. But as you saw, that I picked colors for him, and I'm going to hold those together so that he has a strong, he likes his socks a little thicker. So, yep, there's that. Okay. I had shown y'all where I ordered, yes, I'm flushing. I'm just red as a beet. You know, I used to hear my mama say that, and now I know I probably got it from her. I showed y'all that I had gotten from Tracy when I opened the pins and when I opened the stitch markers and earrings that I got from Tracy at I Love Loopy Crochet. And I wanted to put these on today, but anyway, so cute. Go over and check out her shop. She sent me some patches, and I've had to set back for a while to do, and I just hadn't done it. But I finally put them on the bag. Now I had this one, and they don't really move up and down, but he's the one with that has it's a tactile thing. Let me get a little closer, see? So I put him on the middle pocket, and then I had this one that Chelsea and I found, or she gave to me, and I put him on this side, and then these are the two that I got from Tracy. So Tracy, if you watch this, thank you again. I finally decided it was time to get them on here. Now this little bag I got at Hobby Lobby. And I put a little pouch in here that I got too. This will be my little notions pouch. But this one is kind of got a nice box bottom on it, and then it's got all these little pockets. It's got these 3 pockets on the front, and now I have a nice little project bag. And what I'm going to put in here, because I started something new, black yarn. What's left of some black yarn. And I'm using a 5.5 hook. And I have marked the corners, the ends. This one, and this one so that I can keep my sides straight. And I believe I'm on starting row 12 of this. This is a crochet along. I won't get it done probably in the time frame, and that's okay. But it just sounded very interesting to me. But it's a crochet along with Kaylin at Kay's Crochet Haven, and it's her Stranger Things mystery make along. And if you don't know Kay, you can go over. I will leave a link for her where you can go. I'll put it here on the screen. You can go find her. Just put Kay's Crochet Haven, Haven, and she tells you how to do it, how to get started. So I have to get my initial rows done. And she put out her second week telling how she was going to do this is a graph GAN. So I've not ever done one before, so this will be my first graph GAN. But I've been playing around with those scars, with changing the colors and I really think I'm ready to do a project with it. And I love Stranger Things. Now she is doing her crochet along in conjunction with the crochet along called Summer Ween by the Crochet Witch. So you can go over and check out the Crochet Witch also, because she is the biggest fan of Stranger Things. My grandson Oliver loves Stranger Things, and I have been rewatching it because I have not finished the series yet. So I haven't seen the finale, and I'm rewatching, and I'm in the second season. So Kaylin, I'm doing your make along, and I took screenshots of the second week of the crochet along. And Kay is a great video because she doesn't always talk. She has her yarn babble where she doesn't talk. You can just turn it on and just let it run. And then she has some where she talks about her projects, but most of them are very short. She works and she's got kids and she's young and doing stuff all the time. So um but she has always been a big supporter of my channel, and I wanted to support her with this because I like Stranger Things too. So yeah, I'm not real big on a lot of Halloween stuff. It's not like one of my favorite seasons. I mean, I like Halloween. I sure liked candy, but uh I really like Stranger Things. So I thought, I could do that. And I also like, if you don't like the Stranger Things, the Crochet Witch talks about this on her channel. She also is doing 80s things. Well, you can't beat that either. So, something for everybody. So, there's that. And that catches you up with all of my projects. Now, I'll show you what I got from Hobby Lobby. I also got something in the mail. Hold on. Now, I did get yarn, but not a lot. And my Hobby Lobby did not have any sales at all this year. They had nothing. They didn't participate at all. Can you imagine? And they've had off and on throughout the year, they put things on with red stickers, and you just have to catch it when it's there. They don't tell anybody. They don't do, okay, there's certain sections at a time so you're not, okay, when that section, there's no rhyme, no reason, no anything. And my Hobby Lobby, I went in there, it's just so sad. It's so sad. They don't have enough for a project. They don't have enough of one lot number, and they don't have anything new. But there was a lady in there that was straightening it out. So she was pulling, you know, yarn forward and making the everything, and everything is nice and neat there. But that's because they treat it just like they would anything else, and they call it facing it out. They were doing that. But she said that they had one new color that she knew about, and that was in the Baby Bee Sweet Delight, and it is the chunky, and there were only 3 of them left. So I bought all 3 of them, and it's this color here, and it's called Jumpin' Juniper. And she said she thought this was a new color. Now, y'all tell me, is it a new color? It's a nice color, and it's look kind of neutral as far as boy girl, I think. Might go more towards male, but I think it would be a neutral color. Now, these you get, I wonder if these are the same lot number too, by the way. 218. Well, they're the same lot number, all 3 of them. They're so soft. $5.99, but they were 30% off. Here is their sample. It is 3.5 ounces and 109 yards, which is an average 5-weight yarn, chunky. I think that this is enough to do one of those that Christy from the Crochet Creations with Christy, she's been doing MJ Off the Hooks Granny Pop sweaters. I'm wondering if I'd have enough here with these 3 to do that. I didn't want to not have enough to do a pretty good size sweater, kid's sweater. So I got 3 of them. So those were, and that's all the yarn. $4.19 each. You know, I remember when $3.89 was starting to come out on these in the store, and I was thinking, geez. And then some of them were $5.49 for like the I love this yarn, and I was thinking how expensive the $5.49 was. 13 almost $13 on sale. Yeah. $12.57 for 3 of these. It's a lot. Just a lot. All right. The rest of this, they don't tell you what they are. They say paper crafts or art or blasey blasey blah. Um, I think I can try to guess. I'll try to guess. I got 2, so that may be this one. It is the ink, Speedball ink. They are $4.49 each for these. Yeah. This was, see, this is an example. This is was marked down. I got a Bemujji brush pen because it's a Bemujji, and it was in the clearance area. It was $1.99. Bemujji brush pen. And then These are interspersed in there, and sometimes they are on sale. So I picked up this one because it was only 74 cents. This is a Stickabilities. And I can use this whole thing, and it can be a, well, I probably won't use the whole thing because there's different ones on here. But I can use this to and pick a theme and use the whole thing. I've been doing that with these Stickabilities for a card. And then I found some Christmas ones. This one was not on sale. This was a solid $2.49 for this one. But look at these vintage Christmas. Aren't those fun? Oh, they're so cute. Okay, and then I got 2 stamps, 3 stamps. I've been wanting some trees, and Tina at Crafty Bean had one in her destashes, but somebody got it. And I saw this one the other day, so I'm getting that. This was $2.99, and that is what I paid, was $2.99, and it's the trees. And I love it. This will be great for cards, for art journaling, but I think mostly for watercolor. Okay. We'll put these back in here. Now the stamps were the stamps were the price on the stamp. These were not on sale. These are Bow Bunny stamps. And I got this one, the bows. Bows are in right now for $2.49. And then this one, which is they call them Twinchies. So they're 2-inch squares, and then the little 1-inch square tile stamps for $2.49. There's 12 pieces on these. These are going to be so fun to stamp out in color. That's what I've been having the most fun with, is stamping things out and coloring them, either watercolor or pencil or both. I've actually been doing a lot of both watercolor and colored pencil. And then this one is Paper Studio, and the Paper Studio was 40% off, and the yarn was 30% off. So I was really happy they were both on sale this week. This was normally $6.49, and I got it for $3.89. And it's Country Road. So it's got a vintage feel to it. Get my scissors. I won't show you everyone. I'm just going to flip through it. Just to flip through. I spent $42, I think. I believe it was $42. And then I have something I got in the mail from Sweet Miss Daisy. Something I ordered. All right, so here it is. Very vintage. Very pretty florals and I love it. And I really like this size. And a lot of them, the way they're oriented, are nice because, I mean, you can either do them this way or this way and just do something on the edge to make it a nice, pretty cutout. They're so fun to do just this size. That was all I got from Hobby Lobby. So Sweet Miss Daisy, now she had a release on her stamps and papers, and I didn't get all of them, but I did get a few. And then she was sold out on a couple of those. So I had to wait for them to be in stock. And I've ordered them, and they're on their way. Yeah. And I want to say that these might be a, that one of these might be a previous release. She always done them in these beautiful papers. That I can use on something else. Oops, we've got stickers. Oops. Oh, he's gorgeous. So I got two of these where I can use both sides. These are the dog prints. It's a 6x6. To take this cover one out so you can see what they are. See that? And this way, by getting two of them, I can use the front and the back. So front and back, because they're double-sided. I had to have the dogs. And the stamp, and oh, she sent me, here's her card, Sweet Miss Daisy. And she's on YouTube also, and she shows samples of her cards with her stamps. And here's a couple of stickers. Daisies. And here is the new, this was in the new release. Look at the Santa. Isn't he gorgeous? It says North Pole Express, true meaning of Christmas, peace, love, and hope for all. Have a holly jolly Christmas. We have snowflakes. We have a bouquet of holly and poinsettia. No, it's holly and holly berries. And then we have a jolly old elf named Saint Nick brings joy and wonder to children around the world, spreading a message of hope, peace, love, and hope for all. And he's got a gingerbread. He's got peppermint in his pocket. I love Santas. And that is something my mom and I had in common. When my girls were little, I had a Santa room. Yeah, I liked it. Okay, that is everything I got for you all today. I am going to add some footage here. The boys and I Went for a run today. But let me tell you quickly what happened yesterday. We got chased by a coyote in the gravel pit yesterday. Me and the boys did. Me and the dogs. Well, that was the first time for out here. You know, there's a thing about me getting chased around out here. It's not tarantulas or snakes, it's coyotes. And yes, I'm going to start carrying my gun. But it needs to get secured properly on my farm cart. So, here's what happened. We went we left out here, we went down and around the side of the pasture, and we went down into the gravel pit. And we went all the way down, and we got to all the way inside the gravel pit to where we get out and walk over the hill and go to the tank. Now the tank doesn't have any water in it right now. For those who don't know, in Texas, a tank is a pond. And we were going to go run around over in there, and it's an opportunity for me to get out and walk around, get off the cart. But I started hearing yap, yap, yap. It was that sharp yap bark of the coyote. And the boys took off. Duke took off first. Serge took off after him. They went running after the coyote, and I could hear running and that coyote yapping and barking. And I could hear them, but I couldn't see them because they were on the other side of the tank. And I waited a little bit because I knew there was no reason to try to call them back because they're busy. And I waited to hear a yelp from the coyote because I figured the two of them, if they did catch up to it, would have him on the ground. Didn't hear a yelp. So I thought, okay, and it's hot. I'm already get flushed, so I'm like, I just need to try to get Serbs to come back. So I'll just try and call him, see if he comes back, and then we'll get on the cart and we'll go. And I see him come up over the hill. I hear him panting. So I call on him, and I hear the panting getting closer, and he's coming over there and he's wheezing. If he gets really hot and goes full out, he wheezes. He is got a lot of pit bull in him. So he came and got on the cart, and we started out, and I could hear the coyote, but I didn't see Duke. So I said, well, let's just go. Duke will follow us. He's fine. He can take care of himself. And we started out, and I see Duke behind me, and I hear the coyote behind me chasing Duke. And he's chasing us out and up out of the gravel pit. And Duke waited till we were clear. He doubled back. He waited till we were clear, and he doubled back and chased the coyote. And they chased each other all over the gravel pit. And then by the time Serbs and I got back to the house, so we had to come up and around the pasture, got and closed two gates and all that. By the time we got back up here, Serbs got into the water to get his bath and get cooled down. He rode with me on the cart. Duke came up, and I said, okay, let's see. He was fine. He was clean. He hadn't gotten into a scuffle. They just chased each other. So thankfully he didn't get into it. We'll see how it goes. I'm thinking that she chased us because she was probably a female that had pups. She probably had a den down in the gravel pit, and she had pups. Yeah. So we're going to have to be really careful because I'll have the grands with me, and we're going to be doing that, and I'm going to have to watch out for you know me, I'm going to be really careful with them anyway. So I will put some footage here at the end for you of me and the dogs walking, but this one was today. This was not yesterday. This is not was not the chase. This is just footage of me and the dogs walking and Serb's riding the cart so you can see what it looks like when he rides the cart. I will see you all after the grandkids are gone. We will not have Friday night crime. Um, I might try to check in and just let y'all know I'm okay and that we're having a good time, but more than likely you won't see me till the kids go home, which will be the end of July. Okay, so next week, the end of next week. I love y'all. Take care of yourselves. Try to stay cool if it's hot. Try to stay warm if it's cold, and have fun. We are always human here. I love y'all and have fun today. Bye, everybody. And thank you for being here. Let's go, bud. Yep, I'm working on it. Here, I'm getting it. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get in. Okay. Time to shotgun. All right. Where'd Duke go? Come on, bud. Let's go.